This might be one of the most aggressive luxury SUVs we've seen in years, and it's coming from Hummer. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Roadline Auto. Today we've got something massive to talk about. This is our first look at the 2027 Hummer HX900 SUV. And trust me, this thing is an absolute unit. GM has clearly been cooking behind closed doors, and what we're looking at right now is a full-size luxury off-roader that blends brute strength with tech-forward sophistication. So grab a seat, because we're going to break this thing down piece by piece, starting with the design. Let's start from the front, because this face is not shy at all. The HX900 rocks a massive 7-slot vertical grille with chrome surrounds, clearly paying homage to classic Jeep and Hummer DNA, while looking thoroughly modern. Flanking that grille are sharp LED headlights with a thin horizontal light bar running across, giving it this futuristic, almost robotic stare. Moving to the sides, the proportions are just huge. Long wheelbase, boxy silhouette, and a full-length roof rack loaded with auxiliary LED light bars that scream overlanding capability. The side profile also shows off blacked-out door handles, integrated running boards, and heavily flared fenders that hint at serious off-road hardware underneath. Around back, the taillights are vertical LED strips that mirror the front design language, with a big chrome Hummer badge stretched across the tailgate and an HX900 nameplate tucked to the side. And then there's the wheels. These things are enormous, looking like 24 or even 26-inch two-tone black and machined face rims wrapped in aggressive all-terrain mud tires. Combined with the visible brake calipers through the spokes, this SUV clearly means business both on pavement and off it. And wait until you see what they've done inside. This is where it really starts to feel like a flagship. Now let's step inside, because the cabin is where this vehicle really shows its luxury side. The interior is dressed head to toe in black leather with contrast stitching, and the first thing you'll notice is the sheer number of screens. There's a full digital instrument cluster, a large central touchscreen for infotainment, and a secondary lower display dedicated to climate and drive mode controls. Ambient lighting runs along the dash and door panels in a striking blue accent that gives the whole cabin a high-tech, almost aircraft cockpit feel. The steering wheel carries the Hummer badge front and center with a mix of physical buttons and touch-sensitive controls. Rear passengers aren't forgotten either, with reclining second-row captain's chairs, rear climate vents, and seats that fold flat for cargo flexibility. Carbon fiber-style trim pieces are scattered throughout the console and door cards, reinforcing that this is meant to feel both rugged and premium at the same time. On the technology front, the HX900 is clearly built to compete with the best in the segment. That triple-screen setup we saw inside supports full smartphone integration, and from what we can see on the display, it's running a modern interface with real-time navigation, media controls, and vehicle status monitoring, all accessible without digging through menus. There also appears to be a rotary drive mode selector on the center console, letting you toggle between different terrain settings on the fly. The exterior lighting suggests adaptive LED technology, and the extensive light bar setup on the roof hints at available off-road camera or auxiliary lighting packages that can be controlled straight from the infotainment system. Safety-wise, a vehicle at this size and price point is expected to come loaded, and the HX900 doesn't disappoint on paper. We can spot ambient blue lighting integrated into the door panels, which often doubles as a visual warning system for surrounding traffic or open-door alerts. The dashboard layout with its dedicated secondary screen suggests a full suite of driver assistance functions, likely including adaptive cruise control, lane-keeping assistance, blind spot monitoring, and a 360-degree camera system given the size of this vehicle. Considering how tall and wide this SUV is, features like this aren't just nice-to-haves, they're essential for everyday usability. Alright, design and tech are one thing, but what really matters is what's powering this monster. Now let's talk about what's actually pushing this beast forward. Given the Hummer badge and the hybrid performance lettering we spotted on the center console, it's safe to assume the HX900 uses some form of electrified powertrain, likely a plug-in hybrid or a full electric setup, similar to what we've seen on other recent Hummer models. With those massive off-road tires and reinforced fender flares, expect serious torque output for both towing and rock crawling capability. The drive mode selector also points toward multiple terrain-specific performance profiles, meaning this SUV is engineered to handle everything from smooth highway cruising to genuine off-road trails. Of course, a vehicle this boxy isn't going to win any aerodynamics awards, and that's honestly expected for this category. The upright grille, flat windshield angle, and roof-mounted light bar all add drag, which will impact efficiency numbers, especially if this runs on a hybrid or electric platform. That said, manufacturers in this segment usually compensate with active grille shutters, underbody paneling, and smart regenerative braking systems to help offset some of that inefficiency, and given the tech we're seeing inside, it wouldn't be surprising if the HX900 includes similar efficiency-focused engineering. So what exactly is this vehicle meant to be? Based on everything we're seeing, the HX900 is clearly positioned as a flagship luxury off-road SUV, something built for buyers who want serious off-pavement capability without sacrificing comfort, tech, or status. It's not a stripped-down trail rig, and it's not a soft-roading crossover either. It sits right in that premium overlanding space, competing for buyers who might otherwise look at something like a Range Rover, a Cadillac Escalade, or a GMC Yukon AT4. Speaking of competition, the HX900 clearly wants a piece of that full-size luxury SUV pie. Compared to the Cadillac Escalade, the Hummer leans much more aggressive and off-road focused, while the Escalade stays firmly in the on-road luxury lane. Against the Range Rover, the HX900 likely undercuts it on price while offering comparable tech and a bolder, more masculine design language. And when stacked against something like the Jeep Wagoneer, the HX900 pushes further into rugged capability territory, especially with those massive all-terrain tires and roof-mounted lighting setup. Now for the part everyone's been waiting for, pricing. Given the badge, the tech package, and the sheer scale of this vehicle, we're expecting the HX900 to start somewhere in the ballpark of $85,000 to $95,000 for a base configuration, with fully loaded trims, especially ones featuring the aftermarket-style light bars and premium wheel packages, potentially pushing past $110,000. Beyond the sticker price, buyers need to think about the bigger financial picture. A vehicle in this class typically comes with higher insurance premiums due to its size, repair costs, and the value of its tech components. If it does run a hybrid or electric powertrain, potential buyers should also factor in charging infrastructure costs or fuel savings over time, along with possible tax incentives depending on your region. Depreciation is another factor worth watching, since Hummer as a brand has had a mixed resale history, though the EV and hybrid revival has generally held value better than expected. When it comes to actually buying one, expect GM to offer the usual mix of financing, leasing, and cash purchase options, with leasing potentially being attractive given the rapid pace of tech updates in this segment. On top of the base price, buyers should budget for additional costs like the off-road package we're seeing here with the roof rack and light bars, upgraded wheel and tire combos, extended warranty coverage, and destination or delivery fees that can add several $1,000s to the final total. Let's be balanced here and talk pros and cons. On the plus side, you're getting show-stopping road presence, a genuinely impressive tech-loaded interior, serious off-road hardware right out of the box, and a strong sense of exclusivity given how bold this design is. On the downside, that same boxy shape likely means below-average fuel or energy efficiency, a higher price point compared to more mainstream competitors, potential parking and maneuvering challenges given its massive footprint, and a brand history that still makes some buyers cautious about long-term reliability and resale value. So the big question is this the ultimate luxury off-road SUV, or is it just overkill? So that wraps up our first look at the 2027 Hummer HX900 SUV, This is a vehicle that clearly wants to dominate the luxury off-road SUV space with bold styling, a tech-packed cabin, and serious off-pavement credibility. Whether it's worth the price tag will really come down to how it drives once we get behind the wheel, so stay tuned for that follow-up. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe to Roadline Auto for more first looks and reviews, and drop a comment letting us know what you think about the HX900's design. Until next time, this has been Roadline Auto, and we'll see you in the next one.